What's good, my Nagas? 1 second. Okay, we're here. Hey, I'm pretty tired. I'm not gonna lie. I've been up for like almost a whole day. So, oh hell no. 1 second. These Archons are already trying it. So I basically be putting on the because our melanin doesn't like that blue light. It's toxic. So I'll be putting on the night light mode. And right when I'm about to let you y'all, my light night mode turns off. They already starting, but we gonna continue. The reason why it's starting so heavy is because basically I found a way to kill these boule archons. And that's just gonna be a short title of this. This is how to kill the archons. So basically, your house on the astral realm is and greetings to all my nagas, all my celestial beings, and all that. Just want to let y'all know that too. Um, but yeah, I'll just say this. When I first started in my awakening, and I've been awakened for about 3 years and some change now. I set out for mainly two reasons. One was to help awaken my nagas so they wouldn't have to suffer in this purgatory of a mindset, or this Tartarus that they call this realm, which is really has a dome over all 7 continents, and we have 33 other continents on this same realm of Mother Gaia Babaloza, which also is known as Mother Earth. But for the Necronomicon, which is where my family is from, well, on one side of my family, we know her as Mother Gaia Babaloza. I advise you to know who your deity parents are. Just like you got parents here, you got deity parents who help birth your soul. Who birth your soul. So, it's not to say that your soul didn't self. This is it as in what's the criteria to have a soul? You have to have melanin. You have to have specifically, really coming from a melanin woman, because the soul is feminine before it's masculine, the X chromosome. Y'all already know this. You're not about to get that rise on me this video. Y'all just got to simmer down over some good canvas and a good cup of cocoa or something. Just chill and listen. Tired, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all this knowledge. I'm gonna help y'all remember some of our fighting styles and stuff. Basically, I advise you also to, before even this, look at Bro Marvin Jones' Melanin Orders lecture on empaths, like psychic empath, soul empath, physical empath. Why? Because there's a whole list, and really I can send this list out, but he goes over a whole list of different type of magics each empath can do, different types of abilities that each empath can do. So it'll be helpful for you just on your journey in general. That I've shown his video on my ancestral ascension, be a roadmap to ancestral ascension video. But basically, how they kill these archons is you in the that's how I say you have to basically kind of like Magneto slash Killmonger. Look out for my mutants and also get vengeance on these boule archons who did this to us. My two main goals. That's why I have the mojo bags, because that symbolizes the hoodoo energy. Plus, you get what I'm saying, the crystal energy. Y'all want to get with this, y'all, because again, this is how you defend yourself. Seashells, you feel me? To make sure to defend yourself, and since it's a number, like if you got 5 or 6 seashells, you already know how numbers are. Okay, we're in the portal. I visualize the 6 energy increase my melanin. 6 is the number of primordial ether melanin. Why? Because 6 is 666. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. Carbon melanin. Carbon on the periodic table, which is short like 396 other elements. So we're not even gonna slay their ass like that. We just gonna say carbon because that's the original element for reference what we're talking about here. Hopefully that made sense to you. I got you. If you need to rewind the video, go ahead. I'm trying to really, I'm not. It's just, yeah, I get what I'm saying. Y'all been seeing my videos, just, yeah, moving forward. And that's not even no deep stuff. It's just, I'm really not, yeah. Anyway, so basically, you have just like you have a house here, you have an astral house. And in the astral house, you probably have 1, 2, or 3 archons, depending on how long the family's been asleep, and this time the third. Well, what you do is you want to know what what's your angel's number, or you could just know what they oh, what's the one I'm looking for? I apologize, y'all. Whether they're feminine or masculine, just go from there. Like, hey, you know your angel's a woman. Hey, sis, can you look out for me? As I said, the intent to kill these archons in the astral realm. You can astral. But see, when you do fight with these archons, I won't warn you, not warn you, but give you a foreshadowing of a couple of things, because there shouldn't be no warnings. I'm giving you the keys to whoop ass on the mofos who've been trying to whoop up on our ancestors and our ass for these past 2,000 years and some change. Nigga, Nat Turner style with the Pluto and Scorpio generation. The last time Pluto and Scorpio generation was here, you saw the Haitian Revolution. Recognize yourself. The zodiac isn't just some fancy thing for just people to get around with. The zodiac is your ancestral cosmic science and your solar weather report. Always, you feel me? But moving forward though, or your cosmic weather report, your soul remembrance guide. But that's just one way to read your alchemy, numerology, which is one of the primary sciences I flow with of our ancestors to like work with my alchemy and do spells and things of that nature. So find what science works for you, but find a science and do it. You feel me? I'm not gonna just go on a little tangent. I hope you're doing it. If you're not, Mother Nature gonna be on your ass. So please, por favor, managa, get to it. Love you though. Moving forward though, yeah. So you want to set the intent to kill one of them, and you want to just set the intent to go for the weakest one. Now, when you do this and you set the intent to go for the weakest one, you want to drink plenty of water, and you also want to take out the time to give thanks to your ancestors after you wake up and pour 8 libations, double. Now, I remember why double, right? Because of course it was 8, but that's just to get you off the ground. That's starter. Now you on the intermediate stage, and now you want to do 8 plus 2 8s. One for your Madre side, one for your Padre side. Because you got a, oh shoot, look at that. See, Archon's trying to mess up, but you got a Madre deity and a Padre deity. So, we will pour as above, so below. Pouring 8 and 8 pours to that side, both sides about to fall. So, there's that. And then as you grow, if you look at the 4 Melanin Army video, you can just say, hey, I link into my first demonic force, my first angel of my 72 angels, my first Damien of my 72 Damians, my first champion force of my 50 forces of my Duke, and my Uno force of my 108 sacred near names, one from each army to aid you every day in the battle. You feel me? And that's how you can get to know them, through that battle. So that's one way to get to know each and every force, because you guaranteed to at least we got at least 72 more days, perhaps. Hopefully not till the system officially falls, but at least take out that time to know like 72 of each. And then when you take out them, there's also certain spells, right? So there's Yaldabaoth spell of 01110 and Yaldabaoth spell of 616. These are normally located in people's crown chakras and our ancestors' crown chakras who are asleep. This is the primary spell that's used to keep them asleep. It's now broken because it's said now. So what you want to do is visualize yourself cutting that spell in half with the 10 grand and destroying it in a person's crown chakra that's sleep as shit. That way they can awaken that much faster, or at least the archons will have a harder archonic time getting to them. Also, there are 9 cosmic elements. I'm just about to give you all an update, and then I'll give you the bigger dish. Just fix you. I'm giving you a plate right now. I'm gonna give you the bigger dish. I'm like, where I got all this from, bro, Marvin Jones. Basically, y'all been watching a lot of Marvin Jones, Melanin Order lectures, and I've learned a whole significant amount more about our origins, our story, our origin, us time traveling, the 33 other continents that are on Mother Gaia Babaloza, the 11th dimensional elves, the 6th dimensional dragons, the gnomes, the fairies, the inner earth beings, the 5 nations being the Iroquois, Atlantis is the lightning nation, the Washita nation was the water nation, the Iroquois nation was the earth nation, the Khalifian nation was the fire nation, and technically air doesn't exist as a cosmic element, but the fifth element was the lightning, and that was Atlantis. Yeah, that's all from Marvin Jones Lectures on Facebook. No paper from me, you feel me? But I remember it because that's important, that's our knowledge. So what I'll do is I'll just show some of the pictures of how we used to look. No, that ain't the time. This is the time just give y'all how to kick ass. If you got Facebook, go type in Marvin Jones, and you don't gotta go on there to be friendly. Go on there, just type in the brother, click his profile, click under photos and videos, and watch his videos. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do, or make a fake one just to do that. I went back on my Facebook, and yeah, I'm a preacher's kid, and I got plenty of like homie. I post all on Instagram, but like Facebook, I just know, because I don't feel like fighting with every freaking. These are people that knew me from a youngin'. You feel me? Like way as a baby, like, oh, Rich and them son. You know, you like, hey, how's it going? Like, basically fighting with these older crowds wasn't my thing, so that's why I just went to Instagram. But I'm on there just to look at the lecture. So if I can do it, you can do it. You feel me? Especially you ain't ain't even got no reason how. Just you make your fake profile. Just make you just do it. It's like reading a book. You gotta make a face in the profile to order a book off Amazon, or go to the library and run out. Looking at that Facebook video the same way. Why though? Because they took them off. They're trying to take them off YouTube, and they gave them 2 strikes. They already took our RG Chosen one down, which was like a brother that I started off on. But to give credit, the metaphysics is what's gonna save you in this high vibrational frequency as the frequencies rise. But the 9 elements. The origin story, the new origin story of us that I verified through channeling is on there on Marvin Jones Facebook. That's his Star Seed lecture, his 5-part Star Seed lecture. The knowledge of the Gullah Geechee tribes. The Gullah were from Nubia. They have Wudan. The Geechee, the Ogeechee tribes were here on Mother Amaruka, which is a root chakra. We had Hoodoo, and together we combined it to Voodoo and Hoodoo. But the reason it was even combined in the first place was because the Vudan was stronger in Nubia, what they call Africa, but we're not going to call it Africa. Why? Because that's Afro-German or Afrikaners who slaughtered a lot of our fellow Nagas. So I have respect for our Nagas, and hopefully getting to chop his motherfucking head off a second time for even thinking he could do some shit like that and get away with it. While this ancestor here in the motherfucking building, I don't know why. But yeah, we're going to get respect, and I'm just always call it Nubia. Officially, for real, I'm just really never going to call it Africa like that. May slip up here and there, but y'all know how it go. Moving, but you don't gotta be all like that. That's just me personally. But moving forward though, so yeah, you set the intent with your guardian angel to kill an Archon once a day. You also can look at the 4 Melanin Army lecture, and just looking at the lecture, you'll get a whole power because I pour libations to your chakras. So there you go with that. You also can, as your ammo guys, to help you in the fight. Basically, this is where you want to use your old Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. I'm not going to complete it, but like whatever you like, have your vice in, picture that as your power, and power up with that picture, having a number as a battle number. Like 2 might be your battle number, so 2 is the element of water, and then you use water attacks to slice the heads off, and picture them having a red fez on, a black fez on, or white fez on. Why? Because the red fez symbolizes the Saturnian Boule who betrayed us in this star system that brought all these damn Zeta reptilians and Chitauri, and then Zeta insectoids, and every other weak ass Nordics, and all them Nordic Palladians, and all them old weak ass races of niggas, the Wigger or whatever, weak ass races to come over here and try to mess with us and invade our paradise. So it took on to like even get close to us. Y'all know how that go. But we got some vengeance for that ass, and that's why it's being given out now. The 9 cosmic elements. Why is it even relevant to even remember the 9 cosmic elements? It's relevant to remember the 9 cosmic elements because these are the real cosmic elements. Just like there's a cosmic zodiac versus this fake zodiac that this archonic system is trying to put. Not, you can work with the zodiac energy. I'm just saying we used to have 13 months and things of that nature. Like the zodiac is 13, and we're in the cosmic zodiac, and right now we're in the cosmic zodiac sign of Libra. That's why 2022 is gonna hit so hard. But what if I told you, ooh, I ain't even gonna get on that. I'm just sick to the fighting part. But moving forward though, yeah, the 9 cosmic elements, and it's kind of like how we're born. You have the first cosmic element, being ether. We come through the yoni, right? The portal. Then we breathe life force. That's the second cosmic element. The third cosmic element is space, because you gotta create space to know where you are. This, that, and the third. The fourth is time. Yes, time is a element. The fourth is time, because then you can, because time, this archonic time don't count, but time as a whole is an element of time. That's where you get into what's called chronomancy and time jiu-jitsu and all of that. Like, there's, like, you can look at the movie Tenet from Marvin Jones. He put that out there, but you can look at the movie Tenet, and it gives Tenant, and it gives you examples of them, like using reverse bullets and things of that nature. So yeah, time, magic, Cronian magic is a big thing. And once you do that, like you see it all the time in Naruto, 5 and 6 second time freeze and all that. That's an example of Chronos magic, Cronian magic. So there you go. Um, but yeah, and if you're a 4, that means if those who are born on the 4, you're automatically connected to time magic. Those who even have a 0, like if you're born on the 20th or 30th or 10th, you're automatically connected to the ether magic. So you see how they go? So we're going to go over the rest of them. Ether, we come out the yoni, ether. Then we breathe the life force. That's the second element. Ether is the first element. Life force is the second element. Then we create space. That's the third element. Then there's time. That's the fourth element. The fifth element is sound. From sound, you get pictures, which is light. From light, you get water. From water, you get earth. From earth, you get fire. And fire is the ninth element. Boom. So going backwards, the ninth element is fire. The eighth element is earth. The seventh element is water. The sixth element is light. The fifth element is sound. The fourth element is time. The third element is space. The second element is life force. And the first element is ether. So there you go. Now, no more using air. Here's how y'all know this is a psyop. I'm going to give y'all 2 examples. Avatar The Last Airbender. So they put this fake species with the original species. Boom, that's first strike. Second strike, they put the fake element, air, because air, as you can see, is not in that element chart of the cosmic elements. I also got this from bro Marvin Jones. It was on one of his Facebook lectures. That's why y'all, because see, y'all think he got juicy stuff on YouTube, man. Y'all gotta go to the Facebook lectures. I'm even saying that from someone 3 years, like, oh man, for real. That's all I'm doing. I'm just doing and practicing the magic that, like, these brothers and sisters give out, and like I give it back to y'all from stuff that's worked, and for you using every flow with and everything else. But use these elements to kill these archons. And since you're using these cosmic elements and not their normal air elements or their normal 4, even when you're on your ancestor altar, you no longer need to do an element for air. You can picture yourself as ether, as a 4th element, and the 6th element being light. So like you can put a candle for light, the actual element of light. Then you can put a lighter for fire. See, 2 separate type of elements. A white candle or whatever for light, whatever type of light you want. Red light, whatever, but red or white or whatever candle, or white candles, can't go wrong with that, or a black candle, but a white candle for light or whatever, and a lighter for fire, that glass and a jar for water, and you as a Naga can be a symbol of ether, but then, or you can write the music symbol as a symbol of sound and put it on the sticky note and put it on the altar. Boom, that's technically your 4 elements. So we are no longer limited by air being an element. Congratulations. And we know about the real 10 cosmic elements. Also congratulations, because had you not known and seen this video, you were going thinking there were only 4 or 5 at best. One of those 4 or 5 being fake. You see how dangerous these motherfuckers is? That's why this is how to kick their ass. Run them. You feel me? But remember, you want to fight quantum. You don't want to fight physically. You want to picture this is real astral fighting. So you want to practice while you're on your free time. Why do you want to visualize those 3 hats? A red hat, a white hat, or a black hat? The reason being is because the red hat symbolizes the Saturn betrayers who first help these traitors come over here and betray us. The black hat symbolizes the cabal, those are the ones who do the pedophilia and things of that nature. The Khazar, y'all know. The white fez is a symbol of the Gnostic, the Christian Gnostics, not the original Gnostics. The original Gnostics were in over there with Queen Europa and them. The heart chakra of the planet is where that's at. You want a chart I got on my Insta, like I managed to say to on my videos, y'all can go look, but my bad, I'm gonna post it. But yeah, the Christian Gnostics. The Christian Gnostics is trumpeting people of 1776, the ones who just want to make treaties but didn't want to like F with us too heavy. Yeah, them. So you can picture that in, them, whatever type of being wearing that type of hat. And mind you, you may have a little gray in your family. You may have a little werewolf in your family. I encourage you, decipher yes, your right side for yes, and decipher no. Practice on that side, vibrating. Listen to Reiki for intuition. Listen to binaural beats for intuition. I have this all saved on my playlist, so as you watch this video, you can go watch those videos. You have no excuse. You know how my talk is, so I'm gonna spare you for that this video. Love you though. You're welcome. As far as my Nagas, everyone else, your parking spot, the cookout is over there somewhere. Nothing against you though. God just saying it and holding responsibility and accountability for my Nagas, the celestial carbon original beings of this whole divine universe from the primordial paroma. All right, moving forward though. There you go. So work with the original elements. You no longer need air on your ancestor altar, but you can have a feathering up just to symbolize like, because wind is plasma, not necessarily wind itself. And air, and if you recognize the Bible, got the Prince of Air, because air only exists in this realm. It's not to say atmosphere doesn't exist, but it does. But we're supposed to be able to see the planets and the celestials and everything as clear as day at night. And we didn't even have a night to a degree. So that's another thing before these mofos got over here. But I'm going to spare y'all on all that. That comes later. Sick and tired to whoop that ass right now. So with that being said, you can picture like ether, Buddha. Just like look at 7 deadly sins and take on the marker of that. Have your basically have and create you a spawn, a suit of armor. Create you a power suit of armor and put it with at least 3 of your chakras to power it. That way you can at least work with your chakras automatically. So think a spawn suit. Think your eyes, one chakra color, let's just say green. Your cape, another chakra color, or your gloves or whatnot. If you don't want a cape, you may be like Eggmouth, the Incredibles. No capes! So no capes. All right, got you, my nigga. No capes. So you just may want gloves and stuff like that. So picture your gloves being a third color, like red. Okay, that's the other color because you're going to be whooping that ass. That's root chakra. Then you can picture your, let's just say, your belt or whatever you want to be creative with, or the shirt that's on the armor as a whole different color, and then you can picture a number. It just you get where I'm going with this. Like really customize your Bao suit or your Anunnaki suit. You want to make if you want a free template to customize an Anunnaki suit, you literally can just look at Predator. You just put yourself having a sword with that energy blaster at your shoulder. That's like a free equip for all Nagas to like, and then you can just paint that accordingly with chocolate colors. You get what I'm saying with this? I'm not gonna make this video long, so I hope you do. I love you though. But moving forward though, that's so like how Spawn wears that suit, or the Predators off of Predator wear those suits. That's where you can wear those suits yourself and create you one. But you have to visualize you want to get them, don't you? And why would you want to get them? Because if you don't, they kind of get to stay there, and you got to wait for your ancestors in a long line of things they got to do to take out these mofos. Now you can ask your archangels and your daemons to take out them too. But you kind of want to get the battle experience because just to, number one, to get vengeance, just on personally be able to choke these mofos out with your hands or your energy blasts and everything. And number two, so that way you can probably gather information, and guess what? Use yourself as a portal for your ancestors to send this information to any ancestral forces that it may be useful for to go against these people. So now you can help with the battle plans and the war effort while fighting these Nagas by already setting that intent and closing it with a Faktu Mes spell. Just saying Faktu Mes times Quattro. Why? Because Faktu Mes means it is done in Latin. And you say times Quattro, that means Quattro. 4 is a symbol of foundation, the number of foundation. One of the original numbers of foundation. So it's guaranteed to work by default because numbers don't do what? They do not lie. So I always set the intent that every time I go to sleep, I want to kill one Archon at least until my whole house is clear of Archons. And I put a protective barrier with my guardian angel as well as my ancestral energies to protect the house permanently. And I would use my crystal, and I put an amethyst crystal permanently in the house to increase that barrier. And I give gratitude to that barrier. Gratias times stress. It's giving out expansion energy times Jupiter. And then I do this, which is one of the sigils of, or rather to one of the mudras of Jupiter, just like Naruto, speaking of which, Boom, this is the fire mujer of Naruto. So this really does kind of help in some areas. I'm gonna find out why. But see what I'm saying? You use these mujers because these mujers work. I probably didn't because my house was closed. But then Pautume Sams Quattro. It is done. Boom. You just sealed that spell permanently. So now you can go to another spell and you don't gotta repeat yourself ever again. Unless you just want to give gratitude to that spell. That's how you can seal spells and bind spells and things of that nature. So there you go. That's the main thing. Seek the Archons out in your house first, then you can go for ones, and that's your intuition. Here are the ones on my love life. Here are the ones on my money life. I personally have one on my money life, one on my love life, and these mofos attempted to kill me over 33 times, but they failed. So, with that being said, I've gotten 10 of them under my belt so far, and about 18 of their lackeys. So yeah, so that's 10 actual Archons. They're like actually not the betrayal ones behind this, and like 18 of their lackeys, the little ones in cartoon people we knock around to get to the actual bad guy of them. So if I can do it on this camera, which I can, every Naga can do it, which you can. It's just really this isn't done often because most Nagas don't just think we just working on the ancestor also like normal and everything, which is true. You're gonna get your props and you automatically get protection. But how about when you take these mofos out? They're gonna be now mind you, a couple of things. Number one, you wanna be careful after you do this, and you wanna just go slow. Start for the ones in your house. Don't go trying to save everyone. But you can, what you can do is everyone you see, you can set the intent of your aura for that Yaldabaoth spell of 01110 and 06. Excuse me, 01110 and 061. Excuse me, 01110 and 616. Yeah, spells that are in people's crown chakras. You can always put the spell in your aura to slash it or destroy it. And then Factumes times Quattro. Factumes, that's FANCTUMEST. Factumes. Factumes times Quattro. That's how you seal the spell. And boom, there you go. So that's how you seal the spell. You can you already got the armies that you can work with via that Melanin 4 army video. So that's how you take out these Archons. Start small. Don't go trying to heal your next homie's house. Be ready for that. You can. I'm just saying start small. Make sure the ones in your house are all dead. Then, and mind you, it's not your house they just waiting for you in the back seat. It's just they're in your astral house. That's sometimes if you live with someone or someone may bring them in, like a brother that you may live with or a sister that you may live with may have them on them. So and then this is not including just the ones that may be in your house. You also have ones that are blocking over your money and your wealth, your wealth, your love life, all that. Now they'll replace them kind of as instantly as they can once you take them out, but they're gonna be shocked that you did that, and they're gonna know it probably came from someone like this who had already got them before. So then they're gonna be over on my ass, which is cool because I'm gonna just take all their ass even more. So send all the leftovers my way. I got you. But moving forward though, but it's hard. They will y'all. They ain't tried to have me slip. They ain't try to but they always try. Poor unfortunate soul. But they don't even have souls. Poor unfortunate. Not even unfortunate. Just piss poor. Moving forward though, that's all I got. Be ready for them to come at you. A little bit you may see a little there's a water spill right there. But make your ancestor altar really ideally before you do this, please, I advise. Also, always set the intent to rest and take a break from doing it. Once you take all the ones in your house, take a break for a week. Ask Nomos and that, and also get to know who your ancestors are. Get to know if you have Nomos ancestors, that's the Ninja Turtle ancestors, or crocodile ancestors, that's your Slobekians, or the cat ancestors, those are your Epidemachians, or your fairy ancestors, or you get what I'm saying? Get to know your family, my Naga. Electric slide it out in the astral realm and get to know your family, my Nagas, for real. So yeah. And then they can show you different magic. So you just look up different magic that you want to do. Some of y'all may want to do blade type magic, off of Blade, the actual show. Some of y'all may want to do more so hands-on type magic, Wreck-It Ralph. That's a magic I advise when you fight these Archons. You kind of have a Naruto state of mind or a Hunter x Hunter. These are animes that I would advise you just looking at the battle type strategy that they think about, because these is for them it's life and death. For us, we can just go back to these bodies. Also, when you're in the astral, make sure to cut off. Set the intent before you go to sleep to cut your etheric cord. Why? Because Brother Marvin Jones, when the astral to follow where the etheric cord goes, and turns out it's y'all about feeding off of us through that etheric cord. So remind everyone when they go, but repair your gold, your soul is gold right there. So picture a gold feeling where that etheric cord is in your stomach and your navel being to normal, and boom. And that's your like your guardian angel to watch over your body too. Should you like, or just like one of your 72 angels of Damien's, pick one, look up what they do, or just choose one based off of intuition, whichever you so fancy. But yeah, that's all I got mainly. That's how I fight them. The best way to kill them and the fastest way to kill them I found so far is killing them astrally. But that's setting the intent to do it, and then after a while, then it'll be like, well, who else you want to take out? And that's when I'm like, pace yourself, because then you're gonna realize that freedom. Okay, if I can take this one out, that one, I can take my homies